this is Alex, the Travel Fashion Girl, and today I'm going to show you how to pack for a destination with different activities using 4 Compass Rose slim packing cubes. I've already pre-packed the 4th packing cube, and that's because this one has underwear and pajamas. So I'm going to be packing all of these clothing items in these 3 packing cubes. I've got clothing for the 4-day trek to Machu Picchu. Then, because Peru has colder climate, I've got a pair of jeans and 2 merino wool sweaters here. In addition to that, there are some sunnier days, or if you're in Lima, you want to dress up, I've got 2 dresses and 2 additional sleeveless tops. In addition to that, because of the trek, I've also got a fleece and a waterproof jacket. Now, there's a variety of ways that I could have packed for a trip to Peru. You're going to be hiking, and another time you're going to be going sightseeing. If you're going to be going hiking, one of the ways to save space is by choosing clothing that's versatile. So you not only wear it while you're hiking, maybe you'd also could wear this to sightsee as well. Try to find shirts that are versatile enough to wear on the mountain and also in a city. For example, here I've got the Anatomy Skylar pants, and those are city appropriate, yet perfect for trekking. Of course, it always is climate dependent. So let's assume that we're going to be going to Peru during a mid-season, like fall or spring, when it's colder but sunnier days. It's not as rainy, but not the extreme cold that it is in the winter. So let's start by packing our bulkiest items. Because I'm using the Compass Rose Slim packing cubes, they have a numbered system and they're also color coded. I typically like to pack my outerwear items in number 3. That's just how I like to do things. So we're going to start with number 3. And we're gonna try to pack the fleece and the waterproof, both of them, in this one packing cube. Now, packing cubes aren't just great to organize, they're also great to compress. That's how it's possible to pack more in less space. Now, sometimes I roll, sometimes I fold. Because this is a bulky item, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of give it a roll. Have those looser ends on the other side. I'm going to kind of bring that over, and I'm going to start by zipping that up. I have a bit of a strategy with packing cubes, so kind of do one end, put my finger in between the zipper and fabric so my clothing doesn't catch. And now that I've got that in there, I know it fits. I'm going to squish this down because it's a fleece. Don't need to worry about wrinkles. I just need to get in there. And this is how I use the packing cubes, not just to organize, but to compress. So take your time, fold things in a nice way. There is my waterproof jacket. I've rolled that in. I'm pushing it. Look, there's plenty of room still. So, do I need to roll that? Maybe I could just fold it. I like to have a combination of folding and rolling depending on how things fit. In this case, look at that. A fold created a much nicer, smoother, flat fit. So that'll work. And the cool thing is, my number 3 packing cube with my outerwear also has space for more stuff. So I'm going to come back to this later. I'm going to leave this semi-open, put this to the side now, and I'm going to now go to number 2, now to my activity, and then I'm going to put my sightseeing clothing in my number 1. So I'm going to prepare my stuff for the Machu Picchu trek. I've actually done this trek twice. Once in February, once in July, and this is an example of what I would pack if I were to go back, some of the stuff I have packed in the past. Starting with my strategies, if it's a 4-day hike, I'm going to take 4 tops, 1 for each day. Obviously, there's not going to be any washing. What I found with this particular hike is that 1 pair of pants worked for the first 3 days. I was actually caught in a bit of a mudslide on one of the treks, so make sure that the fabric that you're using can easily dry overnight. So I was very lucky that the pants that I had were a quick dry fabric, so the mud dried overnight. There's actually also a pair of leggings. So this serves 2 purposes for the trek. One is that you would sleep in this on the first 3 nights. You wouldn't wear this during the day. And on the 4th day, now you have a pair of clean pants, because obviously they're not trekking, they're not in the mud. So this is what I'd wear on the 4th day, and this is a strategy that I used when I went. Now, what about the cold weather? Well, then I'd, in addition to that, take 1 long sleeve. I've got 1 long sleeve layer, quick dry, outdoor fabric. So in that case, I could layer this over any of those 3 tops throughout the day. And what happens in Peru in particular is because it's high altitude, it feels really hot during the day, even if the temperature isn't hot. But as soon as the sun goes away, it feels cold. So you've got to get those layers on, that long sleeve top. Then you put on the fleece. Then you put on the waterproof jacket. And if you're going during colder time, then you add your thermals. And I've actually got thermals already packed away in number 4. All these layers are going to keep me nice and warm. Whether you're going to Machu Picchu or somewhere else, you want to pack lights. These are some principles. You may not want to pack the exact items that I'm packing, and you don't have to, and you shouldn't. You should pack the things that you like. Just take the ideas that I'm sharing with you here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold the 2 bottoms, rolling the tops. And they're all an outdoor material. I've got a couple merino wool tops in here as well. You could save space by choosing tops to wear on your hike or your trek that you can also wear with your jeans to sightsee. So I'm gonna zip that up. So now I've got number 2. This has all my trekking, in this example, my Machu Picchu items. In my number 1 packing cube, I'm gonna put my sightseeing clothing. Here I've got 1 pair of jeans. These are actually awesome for Peru. They're great to wear during the day because the weather is mild. And then sleeveless tops that you can layer with some warmer tops like the merino wool tops on top. Rolling sometimes gives more space. I'm gonna roll these up, and by zipping as I go, that's how I use the packing cubes for compression. So it looks like I might not have room for my dresses in here. I probably could if I really wanted to, but because we have room in the other packing cubes, I'm thinking, why am I gonna make everything look cramped in here? So I'm just gonna, for now, do this. I'm using the Maximista size packing list for this. That's 15 pieces. Maximista is one of the Travel Fashion Girl signature packing lists, sort of the maximum amount that I recommend that you pack for a trip. Now, where can we put our 2 dresses? Why did I choose dresses? Occasionally, I found that it was nice to just be able to wear dresses on sunnier days during the day, then obviously change into my jeans at nighttime. Other times, maybe if I was dressing up or if I was gonna go to a nice restaurant, or if you go north of Peru, there's Mancora where there's a beach, or in Lima. So it's something just a bit nicer, some different options. So I'm throwing in a couple dresses here just to show you how you could pack if you were going on a trip with different activities like this one. So I've got plenty of room, but I want to keep all my hiking stuff together. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to use the outerwear one because this is easy just to pop it in. And if I wanted, I could start over and change things around accordingly. Maybe I could pack the jeans in here instead and put the 2 dresses in there. There's gonna be more room because I'm gonna be traveling probably either with the black pants on the plane or the jeans. But initially when I'm packing, I like to use all of the space because somehow clothing always tends to grow when you're flying back home. Now, in number 4, this is where I've got 2 bras, 10 underwear, silk thermals for the trek or in case I'm just cold if the temperature happens to drop. But of course, you want to check the weather before you travel always. And pajamas for the rest of the time when I'm not on the trek, Under Armour leggings and a Dea tank top. So you'll see in here, number 4 is kind of where I have all my undergarments. So this is where I'm going to keep my undergarments. I'm going to put my socks in here. There's 1 pair of socks for every day of the trek. So there's 2 on that side, and I'm gonna open the other side and add 2 more. So there you have it. 4 Compass Rose packing cubes. They're slim carry-on packing size, only packing cubes that fit perfectly in with for a carry-on size suitcase. You'll be able to place them like this, or what I like to do is I like to stack them flat like this in my suitcase. So hopefully you guys have found these tips helpful. Looking forward to hearing your comments and your questions. Please share your biggest packing dilemmas in the comments below. Don't forget to share this video and stop by travelfashionGirl.com for more packing tips and tricks. Thank you so much for stopping by. Safe and stylish travels.